blastmusic247.com. We're changing the industry, one artist at a time. My goodness, we are back once again. How is it going, everybody? Thank you so much for hanging out with us last week. Had a great show with my man, Daniel McGinnis. Shout out to him. And again, I bring you an amazing artist. Very unique, but you have to hear it for yourself. And that's the beauty of music. It's subjective to the listener. And you have an opportunity that you may not even think this would be something you'd be interested in until you hear it. So I want to introduce you to a lady who jazzy, world beat, a little soul, a little funk, and her name is Sunya. So let's check her out.
Hey everyone, how's it going?
Welcome, Miss Sunya. How are you doing?
Doing so good, so grateful to be here today.
Awesome. Am I correct? You are also a fellow Floridian, is that right?
That is correct, yeah. Tampa, St. Pete area.
Okay, awesome. I'm in Central Florida area. I didn't know if you knew that. And
no, good to know.
Yeah, a mutual friend of ours had introduced me to her, and I'm excited to hear more about her. So Sunya, for the listeners who are discovering you for the first time, how would you describe your music in 3 words?
3 words. Well, the first one would have to be journey. It really is a journey. And second word have to be just introspective. All my music is definitely calling you into yourself, into a place where you can reflect. And the third one would be fierce.
Fierce?
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, I show up with my own type of fierceness, ferocity.
I like that.
Yeah.
So when did you first fall in love with music, and what role did the flute play in shaping your artistic journey?
That's a great question. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'll try to keep this short. Really long answer.
It's all good. Share from your heart.
Short story. So my musical journey began when I was probably about 8. That's when I started playing piano. I got piano lessons. Before that I was like riding horses, and then I fell off with the horse, and I was like, all right, maybe we'll just do piano. Keep a little more chill. And so I started doing piano for a few years, and then in middle school I wanted to play drums. And they weren't having it. And so they told me I'm playing clarinet. So I was playing clarinet. And then I found out that at the school I went to, there was a Scottish pipe band that you could join after school as like an extracurricular. So I joined the Scottish pipe band, and I started playing drums with the Scottish band. I did that for like probably at least 10 years going on, continued into adult bands and stuff like that. But then, so I started doing the drums. Then, I started entering into my teen years. I couldn't resist. I had to learn how to play guitar. So I got a guitar, started learning how to play guitar, just in my own free time for fun. And then we're just like adding layers onto the musical cake here. Then after I'm doing that, I realized that I wanted to sing and play guitar. So I taught myself how to sing. And I actually met someone else who was really good at guitar. And so we started a duo like in my late teens where he played like jazz style guitar and I sang jazz, a lot of traditional jazz songs. And we played around Tampa area for a few years, and at this point I'm still not playing flute. And then after some time of that, I realized like I really have always wanted to do my own solo project as a musician. And for many years, actually, I was known more for like my art and like visual stuff. And I kind of did music side, but I was like, music was really calling me. And I was like, okay, I really want to focus on music more as like a healing force. And so I was at this music festival in like, mid-20s, and there was a guy with a booth selling these bamboo wooden flutes. And he was also playing them, and he had like a little reverb on when he playing it through a speaker. And I was just like mesmerized. I felt like I had like fallen in love with my soulmate instrument. And I was like, I want to play like that. I want to, I want to do that. And he was like, yeah, you can do it. So he taught me how to, make a couple little sounds, sold me the flute. And by then I'd already had like a lot of music friends. I knew people. And so when I told them I'm playing flute now, they were like, oh, great. Like everyone just wanted me to sit in with their band, like playing this little bamboo flute, and they loved it. And I was like, okay, great. So this is going to be my solo project. And so all of the instruments that I already knew how to play, I started live looping, with a little machine, and then I would just play flute over top of my loops. So I would make guitar loops, percussion loops. And honestly, I've been trying to get my hands on a hand pan for many years. They're quite expensive. But really, once I had committed to developing this music and I started recording this album, I was like, okay, like I'm going to make the big investment. I'm going to get a hand pan. And so I got a hand pan, and so now that's like my latest featured instrument, and I feel like it's really completed my sound. But yeah, so I play a lot of instruments, but flute is like definitely the one that the string that pulls it all together.
Okay,
yeah.
Cool. So, do you feel music chooses you, or do you choose music?
Honestly, I think it could be a little bit of both, but I really feel like I chose music, to be honest.
Okay.
I did come from like a family that was like a very, my father was a music appreciator. He did also play music, but like a little bit more for like, just for fun, like nothing too serious. Like he had a little electric drum kit and stuff like that. So that definitely influenced me, especially I have to admit. So when I think I was probably like 6th grade, that time when you're a kid and you just kind of want your own space, right?
Right.
My dad decided he was just going to buy an electric drum kit and stick it in my room. And he was going to play the electric drum kit every day for an hour, and I had to like get out of my room.
Wow.
So I was like, all right. But that, I got pretty good at playing the kit. So in some senses, like, I feel like those experiences, while I was kind of annoyed at the time, like it kind of called me into music more. But in many ways, honestly, like I've had many different options, different pathways. Like I'm also a visual artist, and I do so many different things. And so at some point in my life, it's like I'm choosing music. Like this is a very intentional thing, especially honestly as a single mom. Like you got to choose that.
Right.
Yeah. Or otherwise there's just no time for it. Yeah.
Okay. So when you're creating a song, do you usually begin with the words, the melody, or the feeling you want to capture?
Yeah, I usually start with the rhythm. Yeah, I make like a beat, and then usually on top of that, I'll get the melody, and some little hook or something, and then honestly, for the words, a lot of times like I just have a book of poems, so I'll just kind of look at that book, see what's like calling out to me. Sometimes it'll just be like one verse out of there. And sometimes I'll just spontaneously, like I'll just sit down and all the words should just come to me right there. It can be really a fast process. But yeah, usually the words I would say are the last.
Okay. So there's a sense of feeling, and then it kind of fleshes out with the words and everything.
Yeah, I mean, I guess like sometimes, like I said, there are times when the words maybe are written previously, but I kind of am like, okay, I'm just like putting a pin in that, and I don't know what that's going to be for, but it's a concept that I want to express, and then I'll kind of take it. And a lot of times, you know, I'll even, if I'm using a poem, I'll use it as inspiration, but there'll be some rewriting, just in the moment, just feeling the melody, seeing what wants to come through. I'm very improv oriented though. I do a lot of stuff on the spot.
Are you big into poetry?
I would say so. I really love to listen to poetry. I appreciate poetry, especially live poetry. But I've been writing poetry ever since, you know, I was probably, I've been writing poetry ever since I was a little kid. Yeah, it's really always loved to write. So yeah, it's something my parents always thought, oh, like she's going to be a writer, but I guess in some ways I use that skill. But, you know, these days writing is like so important for so many things. So.
Right. Shout out to my girl Sunshine. She has a spoken word podcast with us, and that's every Friday nights at 7. And they all over the globe, people just come and just share poetry, and it's pretty cool. I know she would love to hear yours stuff. That's just, it's like ingrained into her, so she loves it.
Yeah, I'm about it, and I definitely will check out that as well. Because yeah, I got a couple little kind of poetry pieces on this album coming up. Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'll be glad to introduce you to her whenever.
Okay.
What's the strangest and most unexpected moment which inspiration struck you for a song?
Strangest moment. Let me think about that. Strangest. I'm trying not to overthink it here.
Oh, you're good. You're good.
Yeah, it's like I gotta let that one simmer a little bit.
You want us to come back to that?
Yeah, let's come back to it. Let's
okay. Fair enough. What inspires you to keep creating music? Like, what's in your heart that keeps bringing pen to pad or flute to hand?
What inspires me to keep creating? Honestly, my commitment to my mental and emotional health. That I would say is the main drive, because I just realized that honestly, like music especially has played a huge role in my ability to maintain my sanity. And
I can understand that.
My own just inner balance. Honestly, this album that I've been creating, it was definitely birthed out of the most tumultuous experience of my life, just like a culmination of experiences, really. And so I realized that the only thing that was kind of like anchoring me to my identity and to just like a drive to continue on in a way that like felt inspiring and like purposeful was through music. And so I would just, you know, even if I just gotta, you know, because I'm a mom, so even if I gotta put my daughter to sleep, you know, she's like 3-year-old, put her to sleep. Okay, it's like 9-10 p.m. All right, I'm like, okay, now it's me time. Now I gotta start writing, start recording, do whatever I gotta do. And really is my meditation. It's my peace. And so my music definitely reflects that. And so it's my hope that other people will be able to listen to this music and tune into that and create space for that. Because, you know, we live in a busy world. There's a million things that we could be doing. It's so easy to just turn your phone on and start scrolling on social media. It's like my idea is like, all right, each song that I've written on this upcoming album is 10 minutes long. So can you take 10 minutes? Do you have 10 minutes to just kind of be with yourself? And the song, whatever song you choose, kind of like your timer. That's like your container. It's like, okay, this is your 10 minutes. What are you going to do with that? Yeah.
Okay. So I tell you what, we're already a quarter of the show in. I'm going to go ahead and play one of your songs so people can get a taste of your amazing music. This one is called Inner Flame. And tell us a little bit about it before I go ahead and play that.
Of course. So this song, Inner Flame, it was inspired by not only just my own need to take care of myself and nurture my own inner flame, but also that I see a lot of, you know, hustle culture, a lot of burnout culture where it's like, you just got to keep going. And it's like, all right, you're going to burn out. Like, not only do you need to maintain your own flame, but we in the community like need you to be taking care of yourself. And in addition to that, honestly, you know, I consider myself an activist. And I use music as a form of activism. And so this song was also written for those people that are speaking truth to power, that are out here resisting all of these oppressive things that are happening, not just in America, but in other places, especially in the Middle East and Gaza and you know, all over the world, Congo, Sudan. It's like, it can be tiresome to wake up every day and watch that unfolding. And so we got to tune into that inner flame so that we can keep holding that vision of a world where all people can be fed and live in safety.
Understood. And here we go. This is Inner Flame.
Thank you.
Keep it burning in my heart. I keep it burning in my soul. I keep it burning in my heart. I keep it burning in my soul. got to tend your flame if you wanna make a change. You got to tend your flame if you want to make a change. I said you got to tend that flame if you wanna see a change. It's burning
Yes, indeed. That is amazing.
Thank you.
That is some beautiful song.
Thank you. Means a lot. Appreciate it.
Can you shout out your producer and those that help you to make that song?
Thank you. Yes, I would love to shout out them. So, Alchemist Productions is it's actually spelled ALT, Chemist, KEMIST, Alchemist Productions. So
Nice.
they are doing all of my mixing and mastering, and they're just heaven sent. Like they've been so just supportive of like every element of this process. They have those ears dialed in on another level. It's like, I mean, I listen, but they can hear things that I'm not hearing. And so they've really just been such a wonderful team to work with. Is Tyler and June Bustamante. Yeah, they're a couple, and they're a powerhouse together, and also amazing musicians. So very grateful to them. Definitely recommend if you need any mixing, mastering. They are the peeps, and they're located in like St. Pete, Tampa area. Yeah.
All right, got to give love to the producers and those who help this dream to be a reality. So most definitely.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this. As an independent artist that's creating such a unique sound, how has your music been received in different spaces? I don't know if you are overseas as well, but online, how have you been received?
Yeah. You know, it's interesting because, yeah, I have shared my music in a variety of different settings, right? I've done a lot of, at least locally, a lot of kind of holistic, nature-oriented, family-friendly events. I love to play at this spot called Beach Kombucha because honestly, I just love their kombucha, and they have like this magical little garden. And so you can just like hang out in the garden. There's like fruit growing everywhere, and you know, kids running around playing. I have like this water painting paper where you actually paint on it, and then it disappears. And so I like to, you know, just add that level of creative interaction to my events. And so like I have those types of events, But, you know, I've also played at spaces that are more like nightlife vibes. Played at like Crowbar is definitely more of a rock and roll kind of setting, and even like collaborated with some rappers, stuff like that. And so it's kind of interesting how in each space, the music, I just kind of listen and see like what will fit if I'm playing live or if I'm, you know, playing one of my originals. Like, you know, I found that honestly everyone has been so like receptive and supportive, even in environments where I'm like, I don't know, like this isn't quite the expected vibe, but people, I think they're needing it right now. They're wanting that more healing music. And so I've just been so grateful for that. And honestly, I'm so grateful. I've gotten like so much love from like people in the Black community, and like that just really means a lot on another level. And I've also collaborated with some people from Spain, and so my music has been also doing its rounds out there. And actually, we'll be showing a little music video later featuring one of my collaborations with them. With a couple from Spain, yeah. So
you think you get the opportunity to go out to Spain and perform?
Oh yeah, no, for sure. I'm starting to plan my first tour for next summer, just like a little mini tour.
Right.
You know, because I am a mom to a young child, so you know, got to kind of start simple.
Right.
But yeah, we're definitely gonna be making it out, and I got a whole laundry list of places that I want to go for sure. And I got ancestors from Ireland, so I'd like to check that out. But yeah, so many different places I'm curious about, to be honest. I got some friends that have traveled to Ghana, and that's got me really curious about Ghana. Like, man, so many places.
I got you.
Yeah.
Would you feel overseas appreciates music more than we do in the United States? Like really cherish it?
I think there is like definitely like a little bit different culture around it. I don't know. I think maybe here in America it's a little faster. And so I think maybe people overseas, they have like not only a little bit more patience to absorb the music, but that it's they're not as afraid to be like interactive with it,
right?
And that's a big part of my music. Like I want people to interact, whether you're moving or dancing, if the song, you know, however that flows, or whether, you know, you're painting on the water paper. Like I have easels that I'll set up like right next to the stage so people can just walk up and do whatever. And so I do think that there is like a little bit more of that desire to interact with the music. And maybe here it's like you kind of have to coax people into it a little more.
No, I got you. So as someone that carved your own lane, how do you balance the creative side with the practical and then business side being an independent artist?
Yeah. I think I try to dedicate days and times to kind of put on different roles, put on different hats. That helps. And yeah, honestly, it's a juggling act, but more and more it's just become my life. I'm just like every element of who I am, every aspect of who I am is an extension of my music. And so in many ways, like no matter how I'm showing up in the world, you know, I'm picking up a pizza and I'm promoting my music, you know, in some way, you know, not necessarily always with that intention to promote it, but I just find a way to slip it in. But yeah, honestly, you know, I got my office, I got to sit up at my desk and get to work and promote and do all of those things. But I find that usually it's like when I first wake up or when it's right before bedtime, that's usually when I'm recording most of the time. Yeah. Or writing.
Okay. If your debut album was a movie, what genre would it be, and who would play the lead role?
Okay. Well, I think I can't lie. The first thing that came to my mind was that it would be a nature documentary.
Okay.
Narrated by James Baldwin.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, I love him. So I'm just like reading his book right now too. So like his voice is in my head. But I just think it definitely would have that like vibe of, okay, like we're going on a journey. There's literal nature sounds. We are witnessing different areas. And yeah, maybe, yeah, that's the vibe. I was gonna say like, okay, maybe we just like, and then you just like kind of have a random like guest vocalist just like shouting down the canyon like, ah. They're like, what is that? It's like, oh, it's this strange creature. It's like, no, it's not in. So that is gonna be my abstract movie, is narrated by James Baldwin with a brief appearance by Sade.
I love it. I love it. Let's see here. If you had unlimited resources, what would your dream project look like? Maybe a live performance or a collaboration or even something outside of music.
I love that. I'm all about that dreaming. So my dream performance or collaboration would be my dream, which is I imagine traveling the world, doing a world tour, and collaborating with different musicians around the world that represent their cultural roots and their cultural lineage. And so I just imagine myself collaborating with people that maybe we don't even speak the same language. But there's just like kind of this understanding, the translators hook it up and basically we get together and we just speak the language and music together. That was kind of the original idea of this project. I originally had called it Mother Tongue. That's the idea, is that we all speak one language. It's called music.
Right.
We can do it, and musicians can remind people of that. And so that was my vision, is like, all right, unlimited budget. I'm bringing people out from their little crevices, and we're gonna create some music together on the spot, improv, in front of a bunch of people, and filmed for enjoyment later, and just having those musical conversations around the world. And also, yeah, there'd definitely be those water painting easels like set up for people out in the crowd to just be painting. And exploring their own creativity alongside us. And so that's definitely my unlimited budget dream. I feel like that's totally within the realm of possibility too, to be honest.
Oh yeah, that does not seem like it's unrealistic. That seemed like that could really happen.
Yeah.
I love that.
Thank you.
So we're going to go ahead and showcase that video. Could you give us a little information about the video before we play it?
Yes, sure. So this is a collaboration with my friends Javier and Margot, and they are a couple that are both musicians. Javier plays the handpan, and Margot is a vocalist, and they go by Zetrovision and Sealskin. And so they have invited me to collaborate in offering my flute. I'm playing a ney flute in this song, which is like an Egyptian style flute. And it's the song's called Dungeon. That's the since it's kind of like their song that I sat in on, that is what was coming up for them. It's kind of like these dark vibes, so I hear that. But I feel like I try to bring like a liberatory feeling to it, where it's like it's dark, but like we're breaking out of this thing. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, and the fire is epic, so enjoy that.
So here we go. This is Dungeon. Let's check it out. Wow. That was amazing.
Thank you. Yeah. So epic. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out again to, Javier. He plays the handpan, and he's also a drone videographer.
Mm.
So he does all the video for that. And then Margot, she just like channels her own language. So she's
Wow.
yeah, you can find them on YouTube on Ztrovision. They got all kinds of cool stuff. Yeah, we've done a couple collaborations.
That was just really visually appealing. I just enjoyed the whole thing, and then just the sounds was just, it just painted the whole picture for me. Like everything I was seeing and then hearing the music, it was just an experience. It was wonderful. Amazing song.
Okay.
Shout out to them for sure. If you could collaborate with any artist at any era, who would it be and what track would you make?
Ooh, collaborate with any artist. Okay, well, I'd have to say Chantress Siva. I don't know, you may not be familiar. She also does like very meditational music.
Mm-hmm.
She actually recently did a little shout out that they're looking for a flute player. So I filled out that application.
No doubt.
But yeah, she's amazing. She just sings her own, also channeled language. And it's just really beautiful and healing. She'll have different guest artists, handpan, guitar, all kinds of stuff. So I love her music and would love to travel along with her. But also, I can't lie, there's so many artists that I would just love to be a part of their music. I also am a fan of this band called Hiatus Coyote. Definitely like a very, it's like super jazzy, just very pushing the boundaries of music in many ways. And so I like the idea of getting down with some of that. Yeah.
Well, that is definitely cool. Looking ahead, how do you see your sound evolving? Do you think you'll always stay rooted in that ambient world beat space, or are there other genres that are calling you?
Yeah, so I do see myself evolving. Really, my music has like many aspects to it. Right now, I've chosen to start my recorded musical journey with more ambient music like this. And so my first album, I just wanted it to like really honor that. Honestly, when I first started, I would have massage therapists set up at my shows, and people were asking me all the time, like, where do I get a CD? Like, I just want to play this while I'm massaging people. I want to play this while I'm getting massaged. And so I was like, okay, guys, like, I'll hook it up. Like, I'll make it up. So this album I'm about to drop is like over 2 hours long.
Whoa.
Insane. But it's 13 10-minute long songs. So it's a journey. Yeah. And that's also a very good amount of time for a massage. So that's my first iteration. But honestly, I also play shows where it's like more danceable. I'm getting ready to send out an ecstatic music dance set that I've put together. Ecstatic dance music set. So ecstatic dance is just kind of like not focused around alcohol. It's like dancing, but you can do it in your own space and kind of like a new agey thing. But basically, like, I see my next album. Honestly, I already got a couple tracks ready for my next album. Definitely going to be more upbeat, more collaborative oriented. Like, I'd like to have some spoken word artists. I'd like to have some rappers on there. I'd like to have some, I just got so many friends. I'm like, oh my gosh, like, we just got to have everyone on this next album. And it's definitely going to be, a little bit more elements of like, some like R&B, some danceable stuff, but also like some more like hip hop kind of vibes too.
Love it. Love it.
So, I see myself really like doing different stuff, honestly. Yeah.
I love it. if ever you need artists, as I showed you today, we got a list of them, but I do know key people that would definitely shine well.
Okay. Yeah.
So we could definitely talk when that project comes around.
Awesome. Yeah, well, it won't take long. I'm sure I'll be ready I'm almost done with this album and I'm on to the next one.
So when looking years back from now, how would you like them to remember Sunya the artist?
Looking years back. I think I just imagine myself as like looking back like, wow, that like gentle ferocity. Like there's like maybe an element of it that just like appears so like smooth and soft, but also like hearing that there's like so much strength in it, and looking back just like seeing that I went through some shit, so that was fuel for this amazing music, and I'm so grateful for everything I've experienced that was really truly challenging, like all of the depth all of the transitions, just looking back and saying like, wow, like I'm so grateful for that. And also like, honestly, even everything that's happening in the world that's so heartbreaking, I'm grateful I at least have a way that I can transmute that into something beautiful and really educational even sometimes.
Right. Love it.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do is we're going to listen to your other song.
Okay.
And could you tell us a bit about this song?
Yes. So this song's called Wood Snake Woman. It's inspired by 2025 Chinese calendar. It's the year of the wood snake. So it's just, it's supposed to be about creativity, about shedding your skin, about letting go of old cycles, addressing ancestral patterns that are no longer serving us, and really just being like that snake and just letting it go and moving through the discomfort. Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
Love it. All right. So this right here is wood snake, excuse me.
Yeah.
Here we go. Yes, indeed. That was amazing.
Thank you.
That was a beautiful song. So shout out to the producers as well to make that song a reality.
Yeah. Like they've really been like my mentors on this journey too, because I was kind of clueless. I was like, I know I want to share my music, but they really helped me, make that happen.
Let me ask you this. Tell me what you're feeling right now, watching and listening to your own music being showcased to the world. What's going on inside?
I'm just feeling so much gratitude.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I'm feeling like just a sense of like, oh, I finally made it to a sense of completion. I'm getting ready to release this album like next month on my birthday.
Awesome.
And so these two songs are actually featured on the album.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so these are on the album. These are kind of like two songs I had pre-released.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just kind of feeling like, wow, this is a monumental achievement, to be honest. Like, and I'm really proud of myself. I've been working on this music and raising a tiny child, and I feel like I did both, and I feel good about the way they both are turning out. So, yeah.
Well, you definitely got a new fan. I look forward to when that album is out. I would definitely not only play it but share it with other friends because all those songs were amazing. And I know the first and the last song are the ones that will be on the album. They really blessed my soul. So I look forward to that. And congratulations.
Thank you.
Well produced. So where can listeners connect with you and experience your music?
Yeah, I should be on all streaming platforms. Spotify, like I definitely have a whole artist profile. Apple Music also got
Mhm.
an artist profile. I do have a Bandcamp, so that's kind of like an alternative if you want to purchase the music directly through there. When it's released, you're able to listen to it and purchase it through Bandcamp. I'm pretty active on Instagram also, just like sharing what's up, what's going on, posting my stories. Um, yeah, and those are like the main ones, but basically all streaming platforms, it'll be released on. And also for those who decide to send some love before the album is complete, although I was doing a fundraiser to help me with the overhead cost of the album. That fundraiser has ended, although I do need to like raise a little bit more funds. So I am creating like basically a new channel where people can either purchase tickets to the release show if they're local to Florida, or if they just want to buy the album ahead of time to help with the overhead costs and get everyone paid. You can basically like pre-order the album, and then I will just send you all of those files, those WAV files, in addition to some other little goodies as a part of the album. Yeah.
And you have your own website, correct?
I do, yeah. So you can also listen to my music on my website, Sunya SUNYA music.com. Yeah.
All righty. Wanted to make sure all that money you paid for that also gets contributed to. So
That's
yes.
it. And so yeah, any I'm actually going to be setting up on that website. You'll be able to go on there, check it out. Um, and purchase the album ahead of time, purchase a ticket ahead of time straight through the website. And there's also an option if you really want to get deep into it. I have a online course that I've developed that will walk you through each song as it was created, inspired by each new moon cycle. So one thing about the album is that I created each song within a new moon cycle of approximately 28 days, which I created. I did have to do some finalizing afterwards, but really the meat and potatoes of each song was created during that time. And I did that every moon cycle for 13 moon cycles, so basically for a year. And
Wow.
so each song is kind of an embodiment of the celestial energies of that time. And so there's like basically like the wood snake woman song, that is like Scorpio new moon energy. And so each new moon has its own astrological influence. And so if you're into that kind of stuff, that kind of witchy magical stuff, I have an online course where you can do creative exercises inspired by that moon cycle. You can listen to the music and there'll be like different creative practices or inspire you to do like a little nature ritual. And so for people that are nerdy like that, I've created like a little add-on option so people can do that. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, Miss Sonia, this has really been a pleasant experience. Thank you so much for coming to hang out with me and to share some of your amazing music.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm like so eternally grateful for this opportunity and to celebrate this new chapter with you.
Indeed. We have a saying here at Blast: you come in as a guest, but you leave as family. So you will see once you get to know everyone and that's a part of Blast, everybody wants to help everyone succeed. So definitely your family.
Oh, that means so much. Thank you. And I feel that. I feel that. And I'm so grateful for it. And that's how I roll too. It's like I just have so much love inside of me. Like there's so much pain in the world. And
Yeah.
I just want to like share that love and like be around other people that are aligned with that mission of just, helping each other out. And, that's what life's all about. So
Indeed. Indeed. So again, thank you so much for hanging out with me. And everybody else, thank you for tuning in. Tune in next week. We'll have another amazing artist that will share their insights and their great songs. And for now, that's all we have. I love y'all. Please be safe. And I'll see you next week. Take care, everybody.